In the chill of dawn, I snap a twig beneath my boot. The sound echoes in the stillness, disturbing the forest's quietude. A shiver runs down my spine, not from the cold, but from the sudden awareness of being watched. I'm miles away from home, hiking a trail I've walked countless times before, yet today feels different. The sun rises, casting dappled light through the canopy. I quicken my pace, eager to reach the summit and begin my descent. But the trail seems to have shifted. Familiar landmarks are elusive, paths once clear now obscured by overgrown brush. The forest floor, usually a symphony of crunching leaves and twigs, is eerily quiet underfoot. As I pause to consult my mental map, a gust of wind rustles the leaves. A language I've never heard before whispers through the branches. It's guttural, harsh, yet strangely melodic. The hairs on the back of my neck stand up as the words seem to wrap around me like an inescapable embrace. I shake off the sensation and press onwards, but the forest continues its unsettling transformation. Plants I've never seen before choke out familiar flora. Tree bark, once rough and coarse, now feels slick and smooth beneath my fingertips. The air grows heavy with a sickly sweet scent, cloying and unnatural. At a bend in the trail, I find myself face to face with an enormous mushroom circle. Its circumference is vast, the fungi pulsating with a faint glow. As I reach out to touch one, it emits a low hum, vibrating against my skin. I jerk my hand back, my heart pounding in my chest. Retracing my steps, I stumble upon a cave entrance hidden behind a waterfall. It beckons me, drawing me closer despite the cold dread coiling in my gut. Inside, the walls are lined with crystals that flicker like candles. They illuminate runes etched into the rock face, unlike anything I've ever seen. Time seems to stretch and warp as I follow the tunnel deeper into the earth. The crystal light fades, replaced by a dim bioluminescent glow. My lungs burn, my legs ache, but I can't stop. An inexorable force pulls me onwards. Finally, the tunnel opens into a vast cavern. In its center stands a colossal tree, its roots intertwined with human bones. The sight should repulse me, yet all I feel is awe. As I approach, the tree's massive trunk splits open, revealing a gaping maw lined with thorns. There's no fear now, only an overwhelming sense of rightness. This is where I belong, where I've always belonged. I step forward, my body tingling as if every nerve ending is alive and humming with anticipation. The tree's roots snake out, wrapping around me, lifting me off the ground. I'm weightless, floating, my vision tunneling until all I see is the darkness inside the trunk. Then, everything goes black. I wake up to sunlight filtering through leaves above me. My body aches, but it feels different, stronger, more alive. I stand, brushing dirt off my clothes, and look around. The forest seems familiar now, the trees reaching out towards me as if welcoming an old friend. As I begin to walk back along the trail, I realize that something is off. My footsteps make no sound, yet I can hear every rustle of leaves, every chirp of birds. And the language from before, it's not just in the wind now, it's inside me, a constant hum beneath my thoughts. Halfway home, I come across another hiker. He looks at me, and for a moment, confusion flashes across his face. Then, he smiles and starts speaking in that same harsh yet beautiful tongue. I respond without thinking, the words flowing smoothly from my mouth. His smile widens, and he nods, walking away with me by his side. As we continue together down the path, I know something has changed irrevocably. This isn't just a hike anymore, it's a journey into a world where nothing will ever be as it was before. And I can't remember why that should bother me at all. In the hush of midnight, I wake to a faint rustling. Not in my tent, but close, just beyond the canvas wall. The fire's embers glow softly outside, casting long shadows through the mesh. My breath fogs in the chilly air as I listen, heart pounding. It stops abruptly, leaving only the crackle of dying flames. Day breaks to reveal our campsite deep in the woods, untouched by human hands except for our tents and a small fire pit. Sunlight filters through dense canopy, dappling the forest floor with gold and green. My companions, Alex and Jamie, are still asleep. I busy myself with breakfast, the smell of coffee and bacon filling the air. Our days follow a familiar rhythm, hiking, exploring, cooking together. The woods feel alive around us, but in that comforting way, like an old friend's house. We laugh easily, our voices echoing through the trees. At night, we gather by the fire, sharing stories and jokes until exhaustion claims us. Yet, subtle changes begin to seep into our routine. The forest seems quieter now, almost expectant. Shadows shift oddly when I'm not looking at them directly. At times, I feel watched, but whenever I turn around, there's nothing but trees and shadows. One evening while Jamie is cooking, Alex suddenly stops mid-sentence, staring past me into the woods. "Did you hear that?" he asks quietly. His eyes are wide, reflecting the flickering firelight. We listen together, but only the wind rustles leaves in response. I dismiss it as imagination, and we continue our meal. But later, when I'm alone at the fire, adding more wood, I hear it again, a faint, distant humming. It's not quite melodic, more like a sustained note on a violin, played by unseen fingers. My skin prickles with unease. I want to call out to Alex and Jamie, but my throat constricts, choking off any sound. The next morning, we find ourselves in an unfamiliar part of the forest. None of us can remember walking here, but the trail seems clear. We decide to press on, dismissing it as a wrong turn. But as the day wears on, I notice other anomalies. Peculiar rock formations, unusual plant life. Even the direction of the sun seems different. That night, I wake up feeling wrong. My body is heavy, sluggish, and my head throbs with an insistent pulse. Something's off. I need to get out, breathe fresh air. Stumbling from my tent, I find Alex already there, hunched over, hands on his knees. He looks up at me, eyes wild. "Jamie," he gasps. She won't wake up." I freeze, fear gripping my heart like a vice. We rush to her tent, but it's empty. Her sleeping bag lies flat and cold. Panic surges through me as we search the campsite, calling her name. But there's no response, only that strange hum again, now louder, more insistent. Alex grabs my arm suddenly, pointing towards a gap in the trees. A faint light flickers between the trunks, beckoning us forward. We follow it hesitantly, each step heavier than the last. The light grows brighter, resolving into a circle of mushrooms, their caps glowing softly. At the edge of the circle stands Jamie, her back to us. She's completely still, her form unnaturally rigid. As we approach, she turns slowly, revealing eyes that aren't quite right. They're too wide, too dark, and they seem to look through us rather than at us. "Jamie," Alex whispers, relief warring with fear in his voice. But she doesn't respond, only tilts her head slightly, like a bird considering prey. Then, without warning, she collapses. Her body convulses briefly before going limp, her breath coming in shallow gasps. I kneel beside her, checking her pulse. It's faint but steady. As I look up, I realize we're not alone anymore. Shadows detach themselves from the trees, taking shapes that shouldn't be possible. They surround us, their forms shifting subtly as they draw closer. Panic rises in my throat, choking off any coherent thought. All I know is that this place, these things are wrong. Irreversibly, undeniably wrong. And we're trapped here now, caught in a reality that doesn't want to let us go. I reach for Alex's hand, needing the connection, the grounding. But he pulls away, his eyes never leaving Jamie. "We should move her," he says softly, yet his voice echoes oddly in my mind. It sounds distant, disconnected. Fear turns to dread as I realize what's happening. This isn't just about us being lost anymore. It's about Alex and me being pushed out. Whatever force brought Jamie here wants her, not us. We manage to carry her back to the campsite, her body unnaturally heavy despite our combined strength. As we lower her onto her sleeping bag, she opens her eyes again, those wrong, dark eyes. They fix on Alex this time, and a chill runs down my spine when she smiles. It's not Jamie's smile, it's too wide, too knowing. Alex reaches out tentatively, tracing the line of her jaw. His fingers brush her skin, and suddenly, her eyes change. The wrongness fades away, leaving behind recognition, relief, love. She looks up at him, truly sees him for perhaps the first time since we found her. "Alex," she whispers, and this time, it's definitely Jamie. Fear lifts slightly from my chest, allowing me to breathe again. But then she turns to me, and her expression shifts once more. This time, there's pleading in those familiar eyes. "I'm sorry," she mouths silently, and I realize that whatever happened out there, whatever took her, it wasn't Jamie's choice. The knowledge leaves me reeling, my mind struggling to process this new reality. As dawn breaks, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange, we pack up our things in silence. None of us mention what happened last night. None of us need to. The unspoken understanding hangs heavy between us. This place, these woods, they've changed something fundamental within each of us. On the way back, I catch myself humming that same tuneless melody from before. It feels right somehow, fitting. Like maybe it's been part of me all along, waiting for an opportunity to express itself. Or perhaps it's just another symptom of this creeping wrongness, insidious and unstoppable. When we finally reach the edge of the woods, I pause, looking back one last time. The trees stand tall and silent, their leaves rustling softly in the wind. They seem almost relieved, like they've been holding their breath until now, as if they know we won't be coming back, that we're finally free. But are we? Or have we simply brought a piece of those woods with us, carried it deep inside where it can fester undetected? Is this new reality, this wrongness, truly behind us now? I don't know, and I never will. Because some things once seen cannot be unseen. Some truths once known cannot be unknown. Some woods once entered refuse to let you go entirely. And so, as we walk away, leaving the trees and shadows behind, I realize that nothing is ever truly over. Not really. Not when it's inside your head, whispering softly in the dark corners of your mind. Not when it's a part of you now. I'm alone in the woods. The air is cool, damp. My boots crunch on dead leaves. Sunlight filters through dense canopy, dappling the forest floor. I hear distant birdsong, a rustling bush. Normal day hike. The trail forks ahead. Left path seems truer. I take it. Branches scrape against my pack. The air feels heavier here, cooler. A faint, sweet scent lingers, not familiar, unsettling. I shrug it off, press on. Hours pass, light fades, shadows stretch long, my pace quickens. Sun's gone when I reach a clearing. No sign of the trail, panic surges, deep breaths, must retrace steps. But which way? I sit, lean against a tree, close my eyes, listen. Wind whispers through leaves, an owl hoots. Then a new sound, heavy footsteps, crunching undergrowth, rhythmic, methodical. Closer. Eyes snap open. Nothing moves. Silence except the pounding of my heart. I stand, scan the gloom. A shadow shifts, something large, man-shaped. It pauses behind an ancient oak, staring. I can't see its face. Fear roots me. The figure steps into moonlight. It's a deer. No, not quite. Its body is wrong, misshapen, and it stands on two legs. Its head turns towards me. No eyes, just smooth wood grain. I scream internally, but no sound comes out. My lungs seize. The deer thing lurches forward. I stumble back, trip over a root. Darkness claims me. Waking up is gradual. Light filters through closed eyelids. Pain throbs in my ankle. I blink awake. Sun's high overhead. The clearing's changed. No sign of the deer monster. Just birdsong and rustling leaves. I limp towards what should be the trail, but it's gone. Only undergrowth now. Panic surges again. I must find help. Staggering, I push into the woods. Hours pass. No path, no people, only trees and more trees. Night falls. I collapse under a fallen log, exhausted, terrified. Morning dawns. The world's different. Trees are wrong. Their branches twist in unnatural shapes. Leaves seem too large, colors too vibrant. And the silence. No bird song now, just an oppressive quiet. My heart hammers. I'm lost. Really lost this time. Days blend into one long nightmare. Hunger gnaws. Thirst burns my throat. I've given up on finding help. Now, it's just survival. Just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't think. One day I find a stream. Its water's clear, cold. I drink greedily, wash my face. As I stand, something moves in the corner of my eye. Another deer creature. This time, its antlers are like gnarled roots, its hooves twisted claws. It watches me, head cocked. I freeze. We stare at each other. Minutes pass. Then, it turns and bounds away. I slump to the ground, relieved. But a chilling thought occurs. What if there's more? What if they're everywhere? Night falls again. I huddle under my tattered jacket. Fear keeps sleep at bay. The woods are alive with sounds, rustling, cracking, whispers. Not wind this time. Something else. Something intentional. Morning brings no relief. I'm weaker now, slower. Every step's an effort. The forest seems to close in. Trees lean closer, their branches like reaching fingers. I'm not just lost anymore, I'm changed. The woods have claimed me. Another creature appears. This one's smaller, its body a gnarled stump with twig-like limbs. It doesn't stand on two legs, but it moves like the others did. It regards me with its smooth wooden face. Then, it smiles. Or tries to. Its mouth splits open, revealing rows of small, sharp teeth. I recoil. It licks its lips, if you can call it that, and steps closer. I back away. It follows. Another joins it. They're all around me now, circling like predators. I'm prey. Panic surges again. I run. They follow, their footfalls heavy, rhythmic. My lungs burn. Heart pounds in my ears. I can't keep running forever, but I must, because if they catch me, what then? What will they do? I don't know, and that's the most terrifying part. Suddenly, the world tilts. Darkness claims me again. When I wake up, everything's changed. The woods are gone, trees replaced by tall buildings, concrete replaces dirt and leaves. People rush past, oblivious. I'm in a city, but something's not right. The people, they move wrong. Like marionettes controlled by unseen hands. And their faces, smooth wood grain stares back at me. No eyes, no expression, just blank wooden masks. Panic surges one last time, then calm, acceptance. I stand among the crowd, my legs moving automatically. My body follows the rhythm of the city, the pulse of this new life. No fear now, only understanding. I belong here. We all do. This is our home now, forever.